going to be working on a yin sequence tonight for hip openers. Some of the postures are going to vary from 1 minute to 3 minutes. There will be one pose that's more restorative that we're going to go into a variation about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. So very meditative, providing space to work nice and deep into those connective tissues. So let's go ahead and meet in the middle back of our mat. Start to take the big toes to touch, let those knees kind of waver out wider than the hip space. You're creating space for your belly to lower down. We're going to come into child's pose. Just close your eyes. Allow your mind and your body to settle in. Our practice today on our mat. Give yourself permission to quiet the mind, to turn your attention inward and be present with your breath. Allow your hips to ground towards the heels. Extend your arms forward to lengthen into the upper back. Draw a deep breath in. Release a deep breath out. Okay. Just softly gaze up towards your hands and just bring your forearms down towards the top of your mat. You're just going to shift your body forward, letting the shoulders come over the elbows, walking your knees underneath the hips, and just gliding your feet back, coming down onto your belly. Allowing your hands to sit at shoulder width, our elbows hugging in towards our chest underneath the shoulders. We're just going to inhale, lift our chest up, Sphinx pose. Deepen into your breath. Let's go ahead and transition down on towards the mat. You're going to bring your hands together. Let the elbows move out to the left and right. Create a pillow with your head, with your hands. You're going to lower your forehead down. Mm. At this time, we're going to move into a half frog pose. So we're going to start with the right side. So take a look at my right leg. I'm bending through my right knee. I'm going to bend my right knee over to the right. And then just flexing into my right foot, creating a 90-degree angle through my right knee, extending my left leg out. I like to just very gently tuck my toes in so my left heel is pointing up towards the sky. And I'm just going to lower my forehead down. Softly opening into your inner hip space here. Just close your eyes. Observe the quality of your breath. For our last minute here, if you like to spread your arms wide so you can turn your head over to the left. Focus on listening to the quality of your breath. And just return back towards the center here. We're going to gently just stretch the hands all the way towards the top of your mat. And take a moment just to lift your head just enough so you can look up. And at this point, as you're walking your body up, I want you to take this left arm, thread it through the right arm so you can lower the left shoulder down. And as the left ear comes down to the mat, you're looking over to the right side. And just very gently start to roll all the way back and lie on your back. You're taking the right arm up towards the sky, keeping your right knee bent here, coming into a supine twist. We're going to open the right arm out over to the right, letting palms face up towards the ceiling. Just softly gaze up towards the sky or close your eyes and observe where you are in today's body. Deep belly breath in, deep belly breath out. Go ahead and flip the right hand back over to the left arm. As the body comes back towards the center, just reach that right hand towards the top of your mat to help you thread that left arm back out towards the side. And you're just gonna stretch that right leg all the way back. Start to realign your hips for a moment. And go ahead and bend through that left knee, letting that left toe, left foot flex so your left knee is angled at 90 degrees. At this time, go ahead and bring your hands in and then gently just lower the forehead down for a soft opening, half frog pose for a few minutes, breath by breath. At this time, if you like to stretch your arms out, to turn your head to the right, begin to transition and open the arms out. Let the left ear just lower softly down towards the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allow your chin to come back on towards the mat. You're just going to gently move the hands towards the top of the mat just to lift the head space, the front side of your chest. Let's go ahead and come on to our supine twist. So at this time, I want you to thread the right arm through the left arm so you can lower that right shoulder and right ear down to the mat. Keeping the left knee bent, just go ahead and start to roll yourself all the way over to the left until your back meets on the floor, carrying your left hand up towards the ceiling. So you can open that left arm out over to the left. Our palms face up to receive. Our eyes closed. Just breathe into your body. No matter where you are, in your mind and body tonight, continue to practice non-judgment and provide space, silence, deep reflection, and patience to your heart. Let's go ahead and release, drawing the left arm over back to the right arm. And then gently bring the left hand towards the top of your mat. Thread that right arm out of your left arm. So you're going to take the left leg all the way back. Slide the hands right towards your hips. Turn your head over to the right for a few breaths. And go ahead and bring the chin back onto the mat, placing your hands next to your chest. At this time, we're going to transition back into child's pose. So just slowly lift your heart space, moving into a baby cobra or full cobra. And then go ahead and just roll up, sending your hips back down towards the heels. Just elongate and release the low back, reaching the hands forward. Let's go ahead and walk the hands over to the left side of your mat. And then walk your hands all the way back towards the center, over to your right. And then bring your hands back towards the center. Going to softly come back onto hands and knees or tabletop pose today. Untuck your toes, placing these underneath the hip joints. And as cat and cow, we're going to inhale, lift the heart space forward. Exhale, just round into your back. Draw your breath in to open your heart space forward. And exhale, release back. So we're going to repeat this motion here just to create movement through your body, guided by your own breath. And during this time, as your body moves dynamically on all fours, begin to take any additional movements through your head space, your spine, your back, your hips, any movement that invites release for the entire body. Let's go ahead and come back to a place of stillness on all fours. And at this time, we're going to transition from our half frog pose to a full. So you're going to take this time to just open your knees wide. Open them as wide as you can to your own comfort. You're going to start to angle your toes out to the left and right. And at this point, just very softly rock forward, rock back. As you're feeling yourself shifting your body weight back towards the hips, you're going to feel that inner hip stretch, inner groin stretch. If you need to slide the knees a little further out, you can. You're going to be here for a few moments. So at this point, if you notice that your knees are outside of your mat and you need additional support, maybe position yourself horizontally on your mat. Now, option one, you are going to stay on your hands, especially if you're still warming up into that inner hip space. If you like, your option two is to come down onto your forearms, looking and gazing right between your hands. Throughout the time that we're here, you can play and shift with body weight. You'll feel the release of your hip space when you shift shoulders over towards the hands. If you shift your body weight back, you can feel the deepening of the inner hips, the inner groin. So listen to your body. Once the adjustments are made, begin to find a place of stillness, a place of inner peace. Remember to take deep breaths. Allow your mind to focus in the moment of every breath you take. Beautiful. Draw it up onto your hands. Take your time as you're slowly coming out of this posture. Hands underneath the shoulders. Start with the left side. Very gently, just wedge and release that left knee back underneath the left hip. Guiding that right knee back underneath the right hip. And take any movement into your hip space that feels good for soft release. Perhaps taking hips back on towards the heels and rocking it left and right. Perhaps creating the movement of circular movements up forward to your wrist and then rolling back down on towards the heels. Okay. Go ahead and just come back onto hands and knees. Start to ground and tuck your toes in. And at this time, we're just going to take that right leg all the way back just enough so you can step the right foot to the outside of your right hand and just step forward. You're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. You can guide the hands forward if you need to shift that hip space beyond the left knee. And just go ahead, take a moment here, let that right knee bend so you can start to feel out the front left hip flexor. And then you can go ahead and tuck your back foot. Take a peek at that right toe. If you can pivot your right toe just slightly away from your upper arm towards the right corner, you can start to create external rotation in towards that right hip. Instead of hugging the right knee up towards the upper arm, so you can rotate externally towards the right side. You can feel opening to the front side of the left hip, simultaneously that external rotation into the right hip. Option 1, we're going to stay here. Option 2, let's go ahead and come down onto the forearms. You can interlace the fingers if you like. Close your eyes. Oftentimes, we're too busy surrounding ourselves and our thoughts, our actions, our work, our family and friends, that we forget the most important relationship is to always honor ourselves in practice. So let that moment be the time that we spend on this mat. And go ahead and rise up onto your hands here. Letting the hands sit underneath the shoulders first. Feel the soft release into the left hip as you rise up. And then go ahead and just tuck the left toe in. Begin to walk the left knee just underneath that left hip. So you can just keep the right knee bent. You're going to just bring that right leg back and just circle into that right hip. And as you lower the right knee down underneath the right hip, let's move on over to the left side. So you're going to take that left leg back just enough so you can pivot it over to the left and step it over to the outside of your left hand. Adjust your hands underneath the shoulders. You can wedge that left heel forward, taking your hands forward so you can shift your body weight forward, taking the hips in front of that right knee. At this time, if you still need to go deeper, you can start to pick up the right knee and just move it back 1 or 2 inches and tucking your back foot, and then peer through your left shoulder to look at the left foot, pivoting from your left heel, shifting the left toe over towards the left corner. And so you can rotate the left knee away from that upper arm to create external rotation. You're going to hold it here for option 1. If you'd like to come down to option 2, you're lowering down onto your forearms where the elbows stack underneath your shoulders, hands interlaced if you like. And let's just bow your head. Permission to be silent. Permission to clear your mind and observe the space you're in. Continue to breathe. Breathe into your body. Breathe out through your body. And release, guiding yourself back onto your hands step by step. No rush, really just letting your body release to feel good. We're going to tuck the right toe in to help you pick up the right knee and move it forward underneath that right hip. Then taking this moment just to bend the left knee, lift it out, and you're going to circle into that left hip joint. Let's go ahead and lower that left knee down onto the mat. Soften into a child's pose for a moment. You can relax your arms and shoulders, slightly bending into the elbows. And gently release. Come back onto your hands and knees. Take a moment here, tuck your toes in. And we're just gonna fall back for a down dog for a strong minute to work into the full back side of your body. So go ahead and just lift the hips. If you like to pedal out your feet, you can. If you like to just settle into a full down dog, stretching your heels down, letting your gaze fall towards the back side of your mat. And just close your eyes. Rounding deep breaths. Let's return back down to your knees. Go ahead and just fall back and soften your elbows into child's pose to relax the upper body. Okay, let's go ahead and transition back. I'm going to start on our hands and knees here. If you'd like to transition from down dog, you can. We're going to work into a modified single pigeon pose. So we can fall back or start from hands and knees or down dog, whatever your preference is. And all we're going to do is just lift the right leg back. And you're going to bring that right knee forward behind your right hand. At this point, I want you to just go ahead and lower the left knee down. Move the right foot over to the left. And then as you're untucking that left foot, go ahead and just drop your body weight over to the right. So you're shifting your entire body weight to the right, not coming into the true form of single pigeon. But at this point, you can notice how my left knee is bent. I'm going to just take an adjustment. I'm going to bend my left knee at a 90-degree angle, flexing my left foot. Simultaneously, I'm going to walk my right foot towards the top of my mat, flexing my right foot, so trying at your very best to create that 90-degree angle in your right knee, 90-degree angle into your left knee. Once you have that, you're going to frame your hands around your body so you can turn and face towards the top of your mat. And then as you exhale, you're going to lean forward, hinging from your hips, taking your hands towards the top of your mat. And you can stay up here. And you should feel this to the outer glute, the outer hip. And if you like, you can always lower down onto the forearms. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. Deepen into your breath here. So this variation, I believe it's also called deer pose in a yin posture series. It's one of my favorite ways to work into the outer hips. It's also a great way to warm into that space. So when we ease into single pigeon pose, it's already open up and we're able to extend the duration of our sleeping pigeon a lot longer with a deeper sense of release. So just 3 more breaths here. Okay. Let's come up onto our hands. At this point, some of us in single pigeon, we might keep our right leg just in this angle, but because you are going to be in our sleeping pigeon for a good 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to ask you to bring the right foot in. Bring the right foot close to your left hip. Take this time to extend the left leg back out. Shift your body forward, coming into your single pigeon pose. If you need to rock the hips side to side to align your hips, you can. Remember, keep that right foot close towards the front side of your left hip. And when you're ready, come down onto your forearms. You can interlace the fingers and close your eyes. Be very patient with your body. The longest period of time we're in a pose in this sequence, it'll test the thoughts of your mind, the space of your heart. But no matter what sensation rises up, no matter the temptation, focus on being in the moment of your breath. Three more breaths here. Okay. Walk your hands back onto your mat. Taking this time, we're going to tuck into the left foot to lift the left knee. You're going to take it back for downward facing dog and pedal it out. Let's work on over to the left side. So just gently pick up the left leg. And you're going to move that left knee behind your left wrist, creating space for you to bring that left foot over to the right side. So you can just gently drop the right knee down and go ahead and just lean your entire body over to the left side. At this time, your both knees should be bent, and we're going to start to angle them back in that 90-90 shape. So you can start to shift that left foot forward away from your right knee, flex into the left foot. You want to protect into your knee joints. Go ahead and bring the right knee up, flex into the right foot, create another 90-degree angle. Once you have the alignment, go ahead and just very gently place the hands next to your body. Help yourself by turning over to the left, facing forward to the top of your mat. And let's go ahead and exhale. Start to hinge forward from your hip space. You're going to walk your hands towards the top side of your mat. You can hold it here if it feels good. If you like to go deeper, you can go ahead and just melt the belly down. Come on to your forearms. And just close your eyes. Allow your body just to open up with time and breath. Draw a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's rise back onto your hands. Trusting up so you can start to bring that left foot in towards the right hip. Go ahead and straighten out the right leg. We're going to transition into single pigeon pose. So start to take your time to move the hips over to the right, allowing that left foot to come close to the right hip. Right leg extended towards the back of your mat. And option one, to stay up to your hands. Option two, come down to your forearms. Take this time to bow your head. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness back inward to a moment in time where you're in and within your breath. Deep, calm breath quiets the mind. Slow breath out. Softens the body. releasing tension. Deep breath in, palms down your heart space. Deep breath out, grounding your mind. Very gently rise back onto your hands. When you're ready, I'm going to tuck into the right toe to lift the right knee and start to move back for a down dog, just to pedal into your feet. And when you're ready, I'd like you to draw the heels down towards the mat. Once again, grounding your hands and feet towards the earth as you bring your head between your upper arms, gazing between your legs. Let's draw a deep breath in. Exhale, open your mouth. Lower the knees down on towards the mat. As you come into child's pose, just soften the elbows, bending your elbows, relaxing through your arms, soften into your hands. Walk your hands up towards your knees. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. When you're ready, swing your legs forward. Draw the legs towards the top of your mat. And I'd like you to lie down on your back. Just relax your arms out towards the side, palms out. Draw your knees towards your chest. Allow your upper body to just relax and create soft movements through the hips. Begin to circle your knees outwards and then draw them in. Create external rotation through your hips here. You're just circling the knees out and then circling them back in. Your eyes are closed, your body relaxed. Drawing gentle movements through the hip space. And begin to reverse a rotation inwards, creating internal rotation as you're rolling the knees out, circling them in up towards the chest, and once again circling them out. As the body begins to soften up, just gently rock from hip to hip, massage into the low back, knees bent, legs relaxed. The soles of your feet ground into the mat as you continue to sway your knees left and right. Gentle movements of twist through the low back. And return the knees back to center. So you can stretch the legs forward one by one. Our final Shavasana. Close your eyes. Return back to the sound of your breath. As you observe the sound of your breath, remember the familiar sound, calming sound, the ocean waves gently flowing in to shore, receding back to the sea. Recall soothing sound of the ocean wave. And listen. Listen to the body of your breath. As the breath draws in, the ocean sound of your breath carries back closer to your body. As the air flows out on the exhale, the ocean sound of your breath, the sea sound flowing away from the internal body. So once again, perceive as you breathe in, soothing sound, the waves coming up onto shore into your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Calm, soothing breath. Your body still on this mat. Your mind quiet. Surrender to silence. As you breathe, breath in, breath out. Calm, deep relaxation blends through your inner body, your heart, mind, the depth of your breath, the sound of your breath, more audible with each breath. Body of your breath, heavy, the sound of your breath, so deep. Deep breaths, audible breath, ocean breath. Weight of your body, grounding deeper. Release the weight of your body to your path. Surrender the weight of your mind to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Deep breath. Audible breath. Ocean breath. Your mind is calm. Your body relaxed. Your mind is calm. Your body is still. Your mind is aware. Your body brings life. Breath by breath. Calm and quiet. Deeply relaxed. Move into your hands. Move into your feet. Roll the arms behind your head. Bring your feet onto the mat. Roll onto your favorite side. When you're ready, Bring yourself up. Eyes closed, seated pose. Hands to your knees. Bring the hands together in prayer. Bow your head. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. Bring gratitude to your heart for the time given to love yourself in silence and peace on this mat. A deep breath here. Let us open your eyes. Lift your head up. Namaste. I hope you enjoy our grounding, hip opening yin class today. We continue to open spaces way beyond your physical body through the mind and heart space as we lead into winding down this week. Have a good night. And I'm going to mute us so we can take a moment to share any